Welcome to the 6th and final round of the historic F3 Cup. We are in Austria today at the Osterreichring, now known as the Red Bull Ring. This is the last round of a 6-race championship running with Sim Racing Online. It's a 60-minute race in 1960s Formula 3 cars. So we've had 5 rounds before this. It's a bi-weekly championship. First round was at Albi in France. In Albi in France, I started in 6th and I came in 5th, so I moved forward 1 place. Round 2 was at Castle Combe in the UK. Started 4th, ended up 4th in that race. And then we headed to round 3 at Putnam Park, which I believe was in Australia? Was it Australia? I cannot remember. I really cannot remember. I started in 4th and ended up 5th. So I went backwards in that race. Then we went to a very tight and twisty track in Crystal Palace in the UK. Started 4th and ended up 5th, so we went backwards once again. We do make good starts, but it's just a matter of hanging on. Now, round 5 went to Symonds Plains, and again, I started 5th and went back to 6th. So the top 3 or 4 in this race are pretty much running away with the championship. Because at the moment we have Gert-Jan van Oesch, my apologies, on 179 points. We have Ludus Askinis on 177, so the championship's still up for grabs. And then we have in 3rd Mikhail Mazurek on 171. So there are chances to actually for the top 3 to be champion today, depending on what happens. I am in 4th in the championship with 140 points. And 5th place is 28 points behind. So as long as I kind of finish around the 5th and the 6th place finisher today, I should secure 4th in the championship. So that should be good. Looking forward to it. So as I said, this is the 6th round. After this, we finish and go again with different cars and different tracks to a completely different series, which will normally run probably on a Saturday and a Sunday, but stay tuned for what's going to happen with my next series. We do run another championship on a Tuesday, which is the Nissan GT4 championship, and I'm actually in the running to take the win in that championship, as long as I don't screw something up. But we will see. We will see. Okay, let's head to the cockpits. Let's turn on our crew chief, because we always forget to do that.
Radio check. What a radio check. Can you hear me?
Now, an added thing today is I'm running a league race for the first time with a direct drive wheel. So apologies in advance if you hear some grunts and just general exertion. It's quite hot here. So yeah, it's going to be energetic. Last time out at Symonds Plains was quite sweaty, and that didn't really seem that much of a there's only a few corners in that, so. Very weird how sweaty it was, but we'll see. We're expecting around 10 drivers. I know 16 have signed up, but you never get the amount that you expect. And I seem to be getting like pauses whenever I press drive, which is a bit disconcerting. It means I'm probably going to need to be on the starting line quite early. I might do See if I can turn off a setting which might be screwing it up. Let's see if it's the plugin's loading setting. Let's check. Right. Gameplay. You can't do it whilst you're actually in a server. It's usually like wait until plugins load. I don't think you can do it whilst you're in the server. No. Okay, never mind. Oh, I went straight to cockpit that time. Very strange. So I haven't quite got my cockpit sorted, so I'm in a different sim rig as well. I don't think I've really got my position correct. I need to move forwards. No, that's a bit too upright. We don't want to be upright. We want at least a little leeway. Okay. So the Osterreichring. Now I like the layout of this track. Because this is basically, especially in this layout, we're not going to be using many gears, so it's all going to depend on the gearing. I'm not sure why my overlays have not popped up. Did I turn them on for the wrong things? There we go, that's better. That is better. I do kind of wish I had a fan blowing in my face, but it is all going to depend about gearing and being smooth in this race. I might put my fifth and fourth gear a bit further apart, because at the moment I am hitting the red line around here. One thing I haven't really got used to is you hear or feel a lot of judder when you come into the corners, which I assume is like tyre scrub. So there's only going to be a couple of passing places at this track. You're just going to have to stick with the car in front up into the main straight, and then get a good exit here. I mean, there's three big straights in the track. There's the front straight, there's the straight after the chicane, and then there's the straight up the hill.
Sector 1 is 0.25 off the base.
So I think it might deserve a bit
The
of a
car ahead
lower.
is just done at 210.21.
So 209.2 seems to be pole at the moment, or one of the faster guys at the moment. Some 210s would be nice. So you should be able to go side by side through this corner. I mean, I really doubt I'm going to be making any passing manoeuvres, because I'm going to qualify and probably finish where I start unless anything dramatic happens. One thing that I haven't really got used to either with this wheel is the fact that it feels like there's no friction. It feels so free and light, which is pretty nice, but the force will kick in. So I'm aiming to qualify in P4-5. So, which is good. Okay, see. How much fuel for 62 minutes?
I didn't catch that.
How much fuel for 63 minutes?
Can't aim, mate.
God damn it. How much fuel for 63 minutes? How much fuel for 63 minutes? How much fuel for 63 minutes?
Sorry, mate, I didn't catch that.
Jim has no idea. He has no fucking idea. We're just gonna have to use the overlay. So, I said I was going to reduce fourth and push up fifth. Let's push down third, maybe.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
I suppose it would be tempting to start in come out of that chicane in third. And we're running a custom paint job for this mod. In Jackie Stewart colours. We're going to have to change down quite early for third there. Because it sounded like we banged it off the limiter. Fuel for 63 minutes. He's not listening to me. Jim's not listening to me today. I wonder if it's because I've changed my default sound source. Let's have a look. Because I don't think he's listened to me on the right microphone. Let's have a look. I should be able to choose a... Speak recognition country. Might be a Google. Right, let's have a look. Crew chief. I can't spell crew chief. Choose mic. Audio device selection. Seeing what I want, fortunately. We want to turn off N audio. Well, it says I'm not using N audio. Oh, okay. Well, it says choose your input device. Alright, let's choose microphone. Start it again. I'm sure you used to be able to choose the device of
Radio check.
Spotter radio check.
how much fuel for 63 laps?
We don't have that data.
Aha, he's listening to me again. He's listening to me again. Good. So I went to these sound settings and chose a certain microphone to be default. Okie dokie. Lost a bit of practice time now. I have turned my fifth gear up. It did seem it was lagging a little. Alright, we've got to put in some laps to try and work out our fuel load. Right, I've got 10 minutes to try and find our fuel strategy.
Exit looks clear.
There are no pit stops.
Okay, Neil, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
I was hoping my teammate would be turning up. Otherwise, we've pretty much consolidated second in the team championship, I think. Now in the Nissan 370Z championship that we did, I got a win at the Red Bull Ring. I think I was very lucky because there was a crash at turn 1 which backed up the pack and meant that the people lost draft. Not how you drive these cars. You don't get them sideways.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Tempted to stay in for that corner. And it's going to be a little bit of a draft train, I'd imagine. You got to be within about 0.6. I went in there too hot. How much fuel for 63 minutes?
For 1 hour, 3 minutes. We estimate that we'll need 44 litres.
Okay. I thought I could hold it. Oh, we're heading for the end of the... Oh! Don't want to do that in the race.
Okay, Neil, you picked up a bit of aero damage. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
Right, so there is a 10-minute qualification session. So we're going to put 45 litres in, because we don't trust Jim completely. How much fuel for 10 minutes? How much fuel for 10 minutes?
For 10 minutes. We reckon we'll need about 7 litres.
Right, let's save that as the quality setup. Load the quality setup. I haven't done any work with tyre pressures or anything right now. So there's 8 of us. I'd be tempted to ping my teammate and wonder where he is. Right, okay. So I'm going to do a prediction afterwards of where I'm going to finish. So I'm going to find that. So we've only got a top 10. So I'm going to prep that. So 10-minute qualification session. It's probably going to be imperative that we have a drafting buddy, but we will see. So there's a big difference between 1 to 4 and 5 to 8. So I would imagine that 5, 6, 7 and 8 are going to be having a good old battle, while the top 4 are just going to get away. So we will see. We will see. So in the last couple of rounds I've not been doing that well. I do get a good start, but I just think that it's not going to do me any favours here because the draft is so strong. But being able to stay with someone would be a good advantage. So we're just waiting for one more person. So if I can get a 2:10 in qualification, that would be good. That would be good. Now, I've done my best to replace some of the team names on the overlays, but because some people were running custom cars, the name replacements don't work. So some will have them, some won't. So the admin is just waiting for one more person to rejoin. And then we're going to get going with quali.
Okay, Neil, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
So the key to this track, it seems to be flowy. Don't overpush some of the corners. That's the key. Admin's had enough of waiting. So we're going to switch session.
That's the end of the session. 6th place.
So 4th or 5th place. I'm going for 5th place in quali, really. I don't think I'm gonna match any pace with the leaders in 1 to 4. Track side. Right. Let's get going in quali. Everyone's left without me. And no drafting for me.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. You've got 9 minutes to set a lap.
Okay, mate, I'll give the calls.
Thank you very much. I don't know what it is about the curbs in this game lately. I cannot run the curbs. It's very odd. So, as I said before, we're in Austria today. The hills are alive. The sound of engines. So this is the first time on low fuel.
There's a car right, the right side's clear.
So I did a little bit of work on my seating position. I've raised my foot plate a little because it was hurting my ankles. So really need to get a good exit onto the straight. Not scrub the tyres. Try in third. Seemed to work. Now if you run wide here, you'll spear yourself on the end of that armco, which is not comfortable. So I gained half a second on my practice time, which means we might be in the 109s. That's if we don't push too much coming in or out of this corner. Again, we're going to try it in fourth. It does feel a little bit like we bogged down. It's, so we're aiming fifth on the grid.
P4. Five minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Down curves. We're going to have to wait for another shot now, because this lap is ruined. But we did a 2:09.7. Currently in fifth place, which is good. Now, the start is a little hairy, because I think it might be uphill. So there is a possibility of rolling backwards. Ken's made a mistake. We're going to stay in fourth. Feels sluggish. But,
Sector 2 is 1.1, off the pace. 35.
We haven't got my teammate in this race, which I'm a bit kind of concerned about. Good evening, Benjamin. Where are you?
Sector 1 is 0.41 off the pace.
Nearly 3/10 up on our previous time.
To go, 2 minutes.
Regime stretch. How am I going to stretch? I'll stretch in warm up.
All right, Neil. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
So we've still got a possibility of the team championship if my teammate is here. But the odds are stacked against
Sector 2
us
is a second off the pace.
because of how many drivers in the team in first. So. Good thing about this new sim rig is the chair is actually easier to get out of. So, but welcome.
P6, very little fuel left.
Father's Day luncheon. Oh, I thought I was going to hit the curb then, so I overreacted. Right, I've got 35 seconds left. That's the best I'm gonna get. That's the best I'm gonna get. Okay, so 6th. Nowhere near the top 5. Okay, let's load our race setup. Because it didn't do that last time.
That's the end of the session, B6.
Oh, right, let's pop these bones. So we're just going to let the top 5 do their thing, really. I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near them. But we're going to do a prediction. So maximum is top 10. So I'm going to do a prediction with your channel points. What am I going to get? If people vote for winning. I've put 45 in, I think. Jim said 44, I've put 45. Because I don't trust Jim. And I've tried to work on the gearing a little. But do you need a setup then? You can have mine if you like. I can't guarantee that the gearing is going to be very good. Okay. So, top lap time 2:07.9. I did get a 2:09.7. I switched around his lap time. Well, if you're in someone's draft, that's the only problem. So with the baseline, it tops out in 5th. So you'll be redlining all the way down the back straight. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of water. I think this is going to be a very, very sweaty race. Very, very sweaty. Oh dear, right. You bet the wrong one. Oh god, what did you bet? Well, stranger things have happened. This is the last round, so a lot of people are going to be gunning it for the championship. So that I think the top 3 have a chance of taking the championship. And sometimes it gets a bit feisty. So we'll see. Any of the top 3. So Gert Jan van Oesch, Ludus Askinis, which has joined again with the wrong name. So you may see 7th Samurai in the list. That's Ludus. Mikkel Mazurek is in 3rd. So Mikkel Mazurek is in pole. So this pushes it wide open. Now, as far as the points are concerned, I think if let's have a look. So Mazurek's, he's 8 points behind. So if he wins, his nearest contender can finish 4th. Well, if he finishes 3rd, his nearest contender wins by 1 point. If his nearest contender finishes in 4th, he's lost. So yeah, interesting, eh? Interesting. Right, we're going to turn on the extended battle box because reasons. We're not leading this championship, no. We're in 2nd in the team championship. So in the team championship terms, we are Dr. Pepper Fueled Motorsports. There are 2 drivers in our team, and there are 4 drivers in their team. We are 9 points behind them. So, but the odds are stacked. But the nearest rival in the team championship in 3rd is the GEAR Gear. They are unable to catch us, I don't think, unless something really dramatic happens. So there you go. There you go. I am going to double check because I'm paranoid about the setup. Now, I always get like fuel strategy warnings. So I've got to keep having to turn off the pit reminder. I don't know why that happens. I think there is a setting.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So I don't know whether we are starting up a hill or down a hill. I cannot remember. I suppose it does depend on where we are on the grid, because I think the pole sitters will be facing uphill. So I may be in the dip. I may be lucky, so I may get a good start. But trying to pull a move into turn 1 will be very, very difficult on anybody. So, and the draft is so strong that there's just no point fighting it. You can't defend it. So you just got to go with the ebb and flow. That's what you got to do. Go with the ebb and flow. Aiming for a top 10. Oh, well, I think you may get it. I'm aiming for a top 10 too. Let's hope this wheel doesn't bite me, hey? Alright, 40 seconds to go. I'm already sweating and I haven't even done anything yet. But if I could do some 210s and thank you for the moral support. Right back at you, Ben. Right back at you. Maybe we can draft each other. I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to be on the pace with the guys in 7th, 8th and 9th. Because I can sometimes do 209s.
That's the end of the session. 6th place.
Right. Let's... I'm not nervous, you're nervous.
The track temp is 26. The air temp is 26 Celsius. B6.
Okay. I think we're all sorted. Okay. Right, we're on a straight gradient. That helps us a little.
Okay, mate, no problem. I'll do the spotting.
Right, I assume that's the lights in front of us.
Go!
Car left. He's still with you. Left side's clear. Car on your left. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Left side's clear.
Missed a shift on the start. I was kind of to overtake the guy ahead and I just didn't change up. My bad.
P5.
So you do need to be within 0.6, I think, of the car ahead. To even have hope of a draft, so I'm kind of in no man's land at the moment. So unless the top two ahead of me have a bit of a a tussle, and we've got no hope of catching them. Going a bit deep there. Trying my best not to run in so deep in these corners. Being smooth on that. To 10.2. Looks like someone's made a mistake.
Okay, Neil, the next car is Gutierrez.
Just gotta keep my cool. Looks like the top two are having a battle. I think Mikkel knows he has to win, but even if he does win, he doesn't win the championship. But it does mean that he might go to second.
Still there. Clear right. Car on your right. He's still there. He's still with you. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. You are clear on the right. On your right. Clear on the right.
Thought I'd have a bit of fun.
Car right. He's still there. Clear right. On your left. Keep your line. Keep this line. Be on the left. Left side. Keep your line. He's still there. He's still there. Still there. Clear left. Left side. You are clear on the
I don't
left.
know why he was going there, because the door was closing.
Car on your right. Still there. Clear right.
Oh, fucking missed a gear. Or rather, changed up too soon.
Car right. Still there. And still there. Right side's clear. Right side. Right side's clear. Car left. Left side's clear.
Got him really out of shape there.
Guy on your left. Clear left. Yep. He's still there. Right side's clear.
Shit.
On your left,
Shit.
clear left, on your left. Clear on the left.
I need a new pair of pants. I stepped on the brake and it just went completely sideways. Well, I suppose that ends that battle then. I won't see anyone for the rest of the race, so go make a cup of tea. I must just have pinched the brake. Locked the rears or something. I mean, even though we were battling, we're still doing 210s. It's kind of draft assisted though. It's there's many occasions when he was sticking his nose up the inside of a place where I mean, I was making it kind of obvious that I was heading over to one side. There was a gap that was kind of closing, and if you put your car there, you put your own car at risk, you know.
P6.
E6. Try not to be as brutal as I was last lap. I don't know whether it's just some tracks that I can't run over the curves, but it seems to catch the wheels and spin me round. I don't know whether it's a client side thing for me. It's not pleasant. I knew this track would be pretty boring if I lose cars to play with. But I used a bit of my track knowledge to be able to run it around the outside at this turn here. You can keep the momentum up. Now, a big problem in these cars has been when the tyres get hot, the balance kind of goes away, particularly on the fronts, and you generally set the car up to be a bit oversteery, but I didn't really do that this round. I just kind of resigned myself to where I'm going to finish, really. Just have to stay consistent.
Gap ahead is now 2.8.
Through that second part of the chicane, which screws me down the straight. I mean, it's a lovely day out in Austria today, though, isn't it? 25 degrees. No rain.
The gap to jogger behind is now 3.7.
So now the guy ahead has been released. He's now doing 209.3s, and I'm doing low 210s. So. I mean, there's, you know, on other tracks there's ways to defend against faster cars, but on this, they're just going to get past sooner or later, really. Most of this championship has been hanging on to it as much as I can to stick with the faster guys, but I've just been completely outpaced. So fourth in the championship was really always what I was going to get. So
your last lap time was 2:10.62.
The guy behind is doing very similar lap times. Right, let's try not to muck up the second part of the chicane. So you got to be really slow on that apex, or slower than you think. But looking ahead, Tuesday is our Nissan 370Z GT4 Championship, where I'm in the running for the championship win. I can't remember the point situation, but I tried to change up to 6th gear then. There is no 6th gear. And then we've got a couple of championships coming up after that. One of them is going to alternate weeks, I believe. So we may have a championship per week on a Sunday, I believe. So one of them that I've entered is a Porsche 992 championship.
Gap to jogger behind us now, 3.7 seconds.
Which is going to follow the Porsche GB calendar, 6 rounds. Should be quite fun. The first round is Monaco, which is very tight, very twisty. It's going to have variable weather as well, so
that lap time was 2:10.37.
it could have wet weather, because they're going to take the weather from the day before, I think. So we're not going to do the Trans Am Championship because the Trans Am just didn't feel right. I didn't find it very enjoyable to drive, and I didn't want to do a 6-round championship of a car that I hated. So there's that. What's the other one we're doing? There's one more. It's completely slipped my mind. I think it's is it a touring car race? Do you know what? I can't really remember. I know I've signed up to it, but I can't remember what it is. It'll come to me. Oh! Super GT. Super GT 500. So we're going to be doing 6 rounds in Japan. I think I'm going to be in a Honda NSX. There were limited cars I could take for that championship because one of the cockpits just felt far too claustrophobic, and it had the roll bar, the roll cage, actually in the way of my view, so I couldn't actually see where I was going. Yeah, maybe it was okay on the screen, but not when you're in VR. So we're doing 6 rounds in Japan. I think most of the races are like an hour, maybe 45 minutes. I don't know whether we're going to be doing anything to do with pit stops or anything, but I believe there might be some variable weather, and obviously it being Japan, what are the chances that we go to Fuji and it's monsoon weather? So that'd be very interesting.
The gap to jogger behind is now 3.8.
So I'm pretty much matching the lap times of the guy behind. I'm not really pushing awfully hard. Just doing my best not to run into these corners too hot and just keep the momentum up. Because sometimes it's a bit hard when you scrub the fronts, he says, by scrubbing the fronts. Maybe the guy ahead will get involved with cars ahead. We always like a freebie. We always like a freebie. Third place and fourth place are quite close together. Fifth place is closing in on them. I'm in 6th place, I'm not closing in on them. They're in the third place is in the 208s. Fourth and fifth are in the 209s. I don't know if I should maybe move my pedal board down one. I'm scrunching up my toes when I'm pushing the pedal. Don't get cramp in my foot. Don't get cramp in my foot. Please. just resting my
The
braking
gap
foot
to
a little.
jogger behind is now 3.3.
If only I could slow the guys down. Behind me to help Ben catch up, but that's risky. I think the team in the team championship, they've got one guy in 4th, 7th and 8th. I don't know where the other guy is. And we are running in 6th and 9th. 7th and 8th, sorry for the others. I believe.
Alright Neil, halfway home. Fuel looks good.
Glad to hear it. I did put too much in. Lonely race. Maybe done with reducing some of the tyre pressures, but oh, Ken's made a mistake somewhere behind me. He's dropped back. It gives me a little bit of breathing room.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 11 seconds. To jogger behind is now 7.3 seconds.
Must have made a bit of an error there. I don't know if he missed a gear or... So I thought it was actually coming onto the final front straight. Teammate is in the 211s. Unfortunately, a little bit off the pace in 9th. He has got a top 10 though. I can't actually see who is in 10th. See how far he is behind Ben. Actually, something I did forget to do was set the starting order.
Okay, Neil, you've used half your fuel.
Some of the timing is blank for you, because it should show how many places people have gained. That's my bad. I'll be kind of glad when this championship's over, because it has been particularly difficult. There's been many a time where I've had like 15 minutes of battling and then 45 minutes of just lapping around. There has been a couple of occasions where I've come to grief and had to fight back, which made things a little sweaty. Well, I've got pizza for dinner after this, so I'm looking forward to that. That's my treat. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust my pedal board angle. Actually, possibly I could actually move my pedal board back a bit.
You've just done a 210.08.
So we're flirting on the 209s, but never got a 209. I'm sure we'll get one sometime, but I don't know when. I think Ken must have had a problem with the chicane. It's either that or that's my tyre marks. Oh. Someone's made a mistake ahead and they've dropped back to 5th. So, some of those guys sometimes are fast, but they do tend to make some mistakes. Did look... Oh, that's the leader that's dropped back.
The gap to Jogger behind is now 8.1 seconds.
Is the guy in 5th place, is he playing the percentages and only getting the place he needs? Possibly. So I think he had to get 4th if the guy in 3rd won the championship. So I tend to try and work these things out for myself so that I don't kind of overcommit during the race. I go exactly for what I need to and not any more than that. But I don't think we'll be fighting for the win in the last round of the Nissan Championship. Did get a second
That lap was
last
at
time out
210.42.
with some pretty what's the word? Some of the racing was close, and maybe a little too close. I did report some of the incidents and things. I told the admin to, if they do want a penalty, please don't give it to them. Because I don't want to win a championship like that, because having a penalty for on-track antics can get you a DQ, and I don't want to win a championship via a DQ, so I'd rather fight it out in the last round. So just have to remember what track we're going to now. Oh yeah, we're going to the Nürburgring GP circuit, which should be very interesting. Because there'll be, it's tight and twisty. There's many places where you can go side by side and still come out the other side unscathed. That's if the person you're fighting with gives you racing room, of course. That sometimes hasn't been the case. I mean, I'm up for racing. If you want to race me, I'll race you side by side. I'll concede a corner if I need to. But I'm not a fan of the rules that they sometimes use.
That lap was a 2:10.33
in real racing, which is, you know, when you get passed up the inside into a corner, you can just run the guy behind off the track. I prefer it not that way. I like to think that I may not be the fastest guy out there, but I like to think that I have at least some racecraft. I think about where I am on the track, and
the gap to jogger behind is now 8.2. That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
If I lose a place, I think about how to get it back, or position my car in such a way that it's not. I don't tend to do much defending. But I sometimes prefer being the chaser, not the chasee. Well, they're swapping places ahead. It's a three-way battle for third. This could get messy, and it could actually decide the championship. Oh. That could have decided the championship. It would be funny, well, not funny ha-ha, but funny as in interesting, if the third place guy that came into this round wins the championship. Because he's currently leading, I think. And the guy in first is just ahead of me. He does need to get ahead of a couple of guys. He's got any chance of...
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 2.3.
Any chance of claiming the title? That would be a pretty stonking result if third actually wins the championship, to be honest. Mikkel has been very, very quick. I've held him behind a couple of times for a few laps. So third, fourth and fifth, they all had a 2:20. So they had a bit of an argument over there where they are on track. And I had quite a fun battle with Gert, the guy ahead at Crystal Palace, swapping places every lap or so. It's very difficult, Crystal Palace. beating my fronts a little. So the guy ahead of me does have the pace to catch up because he's doing 2:08.5s. And third and fourth are doing the 2:09s mids. So it's just a matter of whether he can actually find a way through in the next 16 minutes. But he definitely needs to.
Minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
I mean, even though they are like a second in pace, oh, he's moved up a place.
The gap to jogger behind is now 8.7.
Just needs to get third. Although I think fourth is actually okay for the championship. So I think it means that he wins by 1 point, if I've got my maths correct. But,
the gap to Gutierrez ahead is now 4.9 seconds.
right, he's now up to third. Does that put the championship beyond beating? I mean, he's in the 2:07s, so he's got the pace to beat everybody. I think I'm getting used to the amount of feel through the wheel. There's a lot going on. Lots going on.
That was 2:10.00.
Third is still up for grabs. To 2:09.
Okay, Neil, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. That was a 210.00.
I don't know why I struggled to get the car into that second part of the chicane.
The gap to Gutierrez ahead is increasing. It's now 6.2.
People behind are in the 211s. So have they really spanked their tyres a bit?
You've just done a 209.94.
Pretty much. Same pace I have been most of the race. Seven minutes to go. Pretty lonely race, really. Apart from the first half. Gonna need to stretch after this. This 60 minutes is a good test of driving position. I tend
to Gutierrez ahead is now 6.7 seconds.
I tend to have my real wheel a bit higher than the wheel on the screen. I probably am sitting a bit low in the cockpit, to be honest. But too late to change it now. I remember a while back, I used to race in a NASCAR league, and we went to a circuit called Talladega, which is a super speedway, and pretty much flat out all the way around. And it was one of the first races in our league that was going to be broadcast over the internet, and we're talking like 15 years ago,
Okay,
something
Neil,
like that.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
And for the race, I'd always wanted to kind of run at Talladega. We didn't seem to do it that often. And I was using a device called Track IR. Now, Track IR is like
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
It's like a webcam which detects movement of your head. So you'd wear this little device with dots on it so it could detect your head in 3D space. And you would move your head a little and it would move it on screen. So it kind of give you a little bit of visibility on a flat screen. And I think we were on the pace lap or something, and I think I accidentally knocked the camera, and it put my view all out of it just put it up to one side and I couldn't see forwards, so I had to unfortunately retire. Because I didn't know what the reset button was, if there was a reset button. And I had a post-race interview. I can't remember whether I actually explained what really went on.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.37 off the pace.
I haven't even watched back the replay to see if they caught it on the broadcast, because it must have been just someone looking like they went sharp right when the circuit goes left. So yeah. After this race. I'm glad we've only got 2 minutes left though. That probably means we've got 2 more laps, I think.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
I kind of wish I had my spreadsheet up so I could do like live points, but oh, Johnny's gone. That's the top 5, baby. Top 5.
One more to go. P5.
Thanks for the free gift. Very kind of you. It's going to be weird for the next couple of championships that we're going to be in sports cars, so the visibility is going to be a little different. I kind of liked being in an open wheel where you can look around a bit more spatial awareness. But the Super GT is definitely claustrophobic. do for Tuesday, I'm going to calculate what the minimum I need is. It would be nice to go out of the championship with a win, but I know being back in the pack would probably be a bit risky. But doing the absolute minimum. Why is Tony slowing? Did he run out of fuel? Or did he make a mistake? He just made a mistake. Top 5, baby!
P5, and there's the finish. Good result, mate, well done.
Oh, I got a 4th. I think Tony just got DQ'd. I think. Is it a 4th place? I think so. Interesting. Well, I think Gert has won the championship. He needed 3rd, he got 3rd. So, that's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good indeed. Pretty good indeed. Right, let's go to the results, shall we? I think we're waiting for just one person to cross the line. That's Ben Summers, but it's not going to adjust the result. Okay. Let's go to session results. So with that win, let's see if I can do the points on the fly. With that win, Michael Masaryk moves on to 221 points. So Ludus came in 2nd. That means he gets 36 points. So that's 177 plus 36. Plus 36. That's 213. And Gert gets how much for 3rd? He gets 33 points. So 179 plus 33 is 212. Ooh, has he lost it in the last round? He may have done. He may have lost the championship in the 4th round. That's a shocker. Absolute shocker. I don't know if there's something. Is there something he's saying? He's saying they locked wheels and spun. How can you lock wheels? How can you lock wheels? You should never be that close to somebody. Right, so interesting championship. Very difficult cars. Can get, even though they're kind of a bit low powered, they take a certain driving style of staying, keeping the momentum up. I didn't actually see whether I got 4th in results there, but I assume I got 4th. I don't know why I got 4th, but it means I get a top 5. You were close with your points, but choosing the outcome will be a top 5, because it definitely wasn't a top 3. Let's put it that way. So how about that? Finish off with a top 5. Okay, coming up on Tuesday, the 20th of June, we're going to be at the Nürburgring with the Nissan 370Zs. I am leading the championship by 16 points. I do have a spreadsheet for this. So I wonder if I can actually get the spreadsheet up. Let's have a look. Ooh, excuse me. Because I did work out the absolute minimum that I would need to get. Here we go, championship points. So, so the guy in second can win the race. It's just between us top 2. If they win the race, and I get 24 points, which I believe, if I look at the thing, 24 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I get 7th, then I still win the championship on countback. So 90k. Are you farming my points? I wish I had things to actually, things to spend it on. You should really spend it on stuff. I don't know if I've still got all my overlays things working. Maybe I haven't. I can't remember. Right, what's the time? It's 7:30. We are going to go have something to eat. Because I'm absolutely famished. And I'm sweating. That was energetic for not a lot of work. Or sweaty for not a lot of work.